Have you ever been minding your own business and get caught in between other people's drama? If you let it, it can really affect you in a negative way. And being able to find the peace of mind when that's happening, it's only something God can give you. It's only something God can bless you when something really messed up's happening around you, but you're able to keep your cool and not get involved in a negative way. If you're trying to help, I understand that, that's one thing. But partaking in the negativity, if you're able to withstand from that, that's something that the Lord has blessed you with, man. Getting caught up in all the negativity, the drama, the gossip, whatever it is, it's only going to distract you from completing the task that is at hand. And like I said, who better to go to for that mental clarity or that peace of mind to break away from the negative influences of this world than God? Focusing in on the one who you serve as a Christian, and just focusing in on the good things that He's done for you. Even focusing in on like bad situations He might have put you in to learn from. Looking at those times and saying, well, man, look how the Lord delivered me from this. The Lord put me around this negative influence to learn what to look out for. So when something or someone like that comes along in the future, I'll be able to spot out what it is that I should be staying away from in that thing or in that person. Like for me, I can think back on times where the Lord had me around negative influences and negative environments that only this world can offer. And I can attest to that. Now when certain people or certain environments kind of seem to come back around, I know what to look for when that happens. When stuff starts happening, I already know how to keep my peace of mind because the Lord blessed me with that. He blessed me with a way to make that possible, and I only give thanks to Him for that. The willpower not to get involved in the things that other people are doing that are negative. Because if people are doing negative things in this world, it's because they were influenced by negativity that the world offered them. And they took that influence. They didn't go to the Heavenly Father to break away from that. They didn't get into the Word to break away from the negativity. They just became a number, They just played into it. And I'm guilty myself. I've done it in the past before. That's what I'm saying, I learned from that. And now when certain things come back around, or certain people, I already know what to look out for. I already know how to separate myself from those influences that are bad that the world offers you. And we all have a choice when something like that happens, to feed into the negativity or to separate yourself and do right by others, even though they might have screwed you over, they might have done some terrible things to you. To do right by them, but most importantly, do right by your Father. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I made plenty of mistakes, But like I said, I can look back and recognize even the things that I was doing myself when those urges come back up. And I know how to block that off or separate myself from that, because I am not my past. You are not your past. Nobody is their past, Unless they're up to the same old, well, then I guess you are your past if you're doing the same old as you were however long ago it was. But that's something that I can only tell you that the Heavenly Father can bless you with. And it's something that I have to recognize myself. And I really hope that the person watching this can attest to what I'm saying and be able to recognize the Heavenly Father for what He's done by bringing you through those bad situations. What He did to give you the power to separate yourself. He separated you from those bad influence that the world had to offer, those bad environments that the world offered you, and that you might have taken up at one chance. And hopefully you can look back on a time where you might have done something really bad, and hopefully you can decipher the right and wrong decision now. Because that's maturity, that's you maturing. And I really hope that the person on the other side of the screen is blessed enough to be able to separate themselves from the negativity going on, and to have the power to remain faithful to your Father. And like I said, to do right by Him as well as other people. Even if they did you wrong, whether they did you right, to do right by those people. And sometimes it might be hard. I get that. I can attest to that. It's hard to do that. When the urge tells you, when your flesh is telling you no. I'll have a choice at the end of the day. Being a dick to someone, that's you choosing to be a dick towards someone else. And that's the hard truth. That's the hard truth. Just like choosing to do right by others, even if it's hard for you, that's a choice to do the right thing, even when you don't want to. Hopefully, at least one thing that was said in this video can help you or positively influence you to do the right thing. And if not, check out Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Or just do your own research, man. Get back into the Word more. Do it even if you don't feel like it, because you know it's the right thing to do. You know, separating yourself, whether things are going good or bad for you, separating yourself from the Heavenly Father when things are going good or bad, it's always going to end up bad, because you separated yourself from the one who supplied you with the good things. Or even if it might not seem like a good thing, but the bad situation that you could be possibly going through, I don't know your situation, but it could be a blessing later on, because you'll be able to look back and be like, oh, I messed up there. I did some questionable things there. There were some questionable people I was running with. You know what I mean? And hopefully you can use that to better yourself for now. And if you're bettering yourself now, you'll be better in the future, because you'll just be continuously doing something right with your life, you know? Continuously improving your health, mental health, physical health. So many people fall victim to the pleasures of this world, and it's like they're blind or something. Being there before myself, it's literally like you're blind, you know? You're not thinking about what's going to happen later on. You're not thinking about the health consequences that you're going to be facing later on with the things you do now. And then one day it's kind of all just going to hit you. Like, man, I spent a bunch of time wasted in the pleasures of this world. I spent however many years for you was. I spent so much time in the wrong place when the right place was there the entire time. I was just too blind to see it. I was too ignorant to acknowledge it. Hopefully you got something good out of this, and if not, I didn't help you. Hey, go to the Bible about it. You know, do your own research in the Bible. Start reading it. You know, get into prayer more. Start praying more. Draw closer to the Heavenly Father, because you never know. You never know when the Messiah is going to come. Nobody really does. Yeah, that's just something I learned today. I was in church, and I forget how he worded it exactly. But no man, no angels in heaven, not even the Messiah himself, knows when he's going to reappear, going to show back up. But he will. You know, there's three things, to my knowledge, okay? There's three things that are infinite. Your soul, and the final resting place that your soul goes to once you die. Because everything this life has to offer, everything this world has to offer, all the pleasures, all the shopping centers, all the vehicles, all whatever it is temporary. All the drugs, all the booze, all of it is temporary. And if you spend all your time out here in this world chasing those pleasures, chasing everything except the Heavenly Father, man, what you think's gonna happen to you when you come face to face with Him? If you spent an entire life doing the wrong things, you're not gonna wind up on the good side. You know, you're gonna face the second death after you already die. And you don't want nobody to go through that. even though some people in this world just don't care. that's the truth about it, man. Some people just don't care. And when those people, whenever you put yourself around those people, or they happen to be around you, you gotta cut the ties, man. You just gotta let them go, because people who don't care, or people who just choose not to believe, whatever, BS excuse that it is that they put out there to not be with the Heavenly Father more. I mean, they don't care about you. They don't care about themselves. If they did, they'd be chasing the Heavenly Father instead of whatever it is that they go after. And they're only just going to drag you down with them. You're either on one side of the fight or the other. The people on the bad side, they don't care that you're on the good side. They're going to want to bring you over. They want to drag you down with you. Drag them down with them, So maintaining the space between you and those negative influences or environments, it will pay off eventually. Eventually it's going to pay off. I mean, I can attest to that now, because a lot of people that I was around, they're not, it's looking bad for them now. And if I were to just stay there with them, I'd be dragged down with them. So that's something that I should thank God for more. That really is. Yeah. But the soul and heaven and hell, the only 3 eternal things. And God's honest truth, I wouldn't want the person, whether it's you or another person who's watching this, to be on the bad side when it's all said and done. Hopefully this helps someone. Have a great day.